Hey guys, Dakara here, welcome back to my channel, and today we're on Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 6, Episode 5. And I hope everyone's having a really good week this week. And mine has been a bit of a tough one, because we've had a stomach bug in the house, so that's been a bit meh. So I cannot leave the house right now, so I figured I'm just going to get some recording done. And what better way than to watch this amazing show? I am obsessed with Buffy, as you guys know. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I have just watched Angel 305 according to my watch list. That one came before this one, and at the beginning they mentioned about him seeing Buffy, and obviously I was like, well, I haven't seen that yet, but we know what's happened. I was extremely confident in the fact that this episode is gonna give us some answers. At least I'm hopeful, you know. I'm gonna be a little annoyed if it doesn't, but time will tell. Let's roll that intro and get stuck into this reaction. Here we go.
It's me, and I brought dinner. You're hungry?
I would love some chicken.
I'll take a drumstick.
I'm a breast girl myself.
Heyo.
Can you need that?
Tara's little smile then. Stop, guys.
So, how was it, seeing Angel?
Here we go. This is what I wanted.
It was intense.
If you want to talk about it.
I don't. I mean, it's not important. I just rather keep this one to myself, if that's okay.
Wait, what? We don't get to know?
Some discussion in your absence about what you're going to do now.
What was the point in that then?
If I hold off paying the plumber, I can pay the utility bill. Back
I
from
meant with your life.
life plans.
I mean, isn't that life plans?
Well, I left school, you know, when Mom got sick, but I always figured I'd go back. I missed the registration cutoff. Busy being dead and all.
You can always come to classes with Tara and me. You can audit for the rest of the semester until registration.
Sounds like a good plan. What do you think, Giles?
He didn't really answer then, did he?
We're never going to become the crime lords of Sunnydale with her always one step ahead of us.
No way are these going to be the villains of this season. That's hilarious.
Are you sure with all this stuff that we'll be able to watch Buffy without her noticing us?
Absolutely. I mean, she'll never even know what the hell is that.
Death Star, dude.
It might be a good idea for us to not draw attention to ourselves. Because this time tomorrow the games begin, and the Slayer will never even know what hit her.
I am so surprised that these are actually the villains. Like, I just can't. I'm still kind of shocked the fact that they haven't even discussed Angel and Buffy's meet-up. Like, they built it up to be something big, but then they've kept it really secret between themselves, so sad. I was so confident as well.
Who's the teacher, Mike?
You call your teacher Mike? Boy, school sure has changed since my day.
Well, those on the latter side of the theoretical divide stress it.
I'm not following this too well.
The trick is to get in the rhythm. Kind of go with the flow.
Well, going would be a lot easier if your classmates weren't such big brains.
They are no smarter than you or me.
Willow.
Because social phenomena don't have unproblematic objective existences.
I mean, there are countless realities.
What?
I just need to spend a little more time reacclimating.
Oh, you can at least say sorry, Rudo.
Rudo. So he, like, hit her with something then.
And you're up on the monitor.
Hey, Warren, this is working great.
Hi, Mom.
You like it. It's very mellow.
Looks it.
Didn't think she liked my cooking until I realized that was her yummy face.
What was that?
What was what?
What just happened?
Wow, you really got engrossed in that Renaissance book.
I'm so spaced out.
SpongeBob SquarePants. Buffy, are you coming? We're gonna be late for class.
What the?
Dude, it's doing it. And it's wicked cool.
Is it fast forward in time? Like, I'm keeping her for what?
Buffy, where have you been? You missed art class.
Tara, something freaky's going on. It's like a...
Yeah.
Tara, wait!
Yeah, but what's happening to her while this is going on? She's just stood there the whole time?
That noise. There's something on me.
Uh-oh, found it.
He created that? Dude. And he's just chilling in Sunnydale.
On the freaking meter, I'd say she was at a 6. Oh, come on, it's an 8. Easy. We'll split the diff, call it a 7. Beat that! Oh, I will.
What is happening?
It's just a temp gig, Buff. You know, unless it takes.
You saved me from having to accept Giles' offer to work at the Magic Box retail. Easy.
I'm not a fan of retail myself either.
Nice to meet you, Tony. Guys.
What, you can't shake a hand?
Now you want us to babysit some little girl?
Excuse me, but
Hang on, Gidget. Give her a chance. She's stronger than she looks. Don't mind him. He may seem pig-ignorant, rude, and a little hostile.
Because he is.
Why don't you put little Brittany here on Holland duty?
It's Buffy.
Okay, princess. You're on it. Try not to break a nail.
The princess line as well.
These beans weigh quite a few 100 pounds.
Whoa.
Which way? I mean, I never thought I'd be working in construction. You know, when you think about it, it kind of makes sense.
Hey, we get paid by the hour. Slow down.
Ah, got visual of subject. 4 o'clock.
Right, so what's he gonna have instead? He had Evil Lynn. What's the other nerd gonna do? They had to just put a flower in her hair as well? What?
I scare you?
So he's called these with his little flute thingy. Boosh! Boosh! And a little flip, because why not? Decapitation? Was that his head? Oh no. Ew. Oh no! Oh.
Took him out.
Let me see.
Okay, give it back now.
No, I'm still looking.
Of course, it's the Star Wars theme tune.
All you said was lose the mural.
Ah, Buffy, I know these guys can be jerks, but was it necessary?
I didn't do that. I saved you from the demons. They're 3 big apey things. You could tell them, right? How I jumped in and protected you from those things?
Hey, I don't know what you're talking about. All I know is you were losing it or something. It's that time of the month, huh?
Oh no. Oh, we did not just say that.
In fact, I'm starting to think between this attack and the school thing that somebody's messing with you. You need to see Giles and get on it right away.
You're firing me, aren't you?
Big time.
It didn't work out. He tried, you know.
You know, I've always been interested in,
She's not going to feel like she's found a place. Now she's returned, is she? This is going to suck.
Oh, and be sure to remove the items from the shelf.
There's a camera there.
This is so dull. I might actually have fallen asleep and be dreaming you guys.
What's Jonathan going to do?
Should we check the other channels for free cable porn?
Guys, I'm ready. Stop touching my magic bone.
In such a small enclosed space.
Buffy, wouldn't you, Rhea? While I was running the store, I found it useful to imagine myself back in the library.
Guess I'll have to find my own style.
Yes, yeah, quite plain.
So, what's this one going to do, Jonathan?
That woman. Go sell her something.
Patronizing Pat.
Can I help you?
I need something for a prosperity spell. A mummy hand?
Yeah, actually, I saw one downstairs. It's kind of hairy, though. Maybe it was a daddy hand. I'll just get it. Ancient mummy hand. Oh!
About that hand that you wanted?
This hand is dead. The power is gone. I'm not giving you money for this.
Oh, it's just playing dead. Little scamp.
Buffy, wouldn't you, Rhea?
Groundhog Day.
We did this just now. Giles, something is happening.
Yes, quite right.
What'd you do? Enchant the hand thing?
I made it so she had to satisfy a customer with a task that resists solving.
That's so cruel.
I'm looking for something really specific. I heard you carry it.
A mummy hand. Sorry, I can't get that for you.
I called here 20 minutes ago and someone said you had one. I'm not leaving until I get a mummy hand.
She's a bit odd, isn't she? And what do you need the hand for, my gal?
I'll have to get it for you.
So she's figuring out the game. Well, she might just have you beat there, Stretch.
No way.
You've not got like a tub to put over it? Capture it?
Fingers sold separately.
Here we go again.
Concentrate on service.
Yes. And then I'm going to marry Bob Dole and raise penguins in Guam.
Yes.
Yes, quite right, yes. Yes. Well, she wanted the hand. Give it to her. Oh, that's horrendous. Then the zombies got her. This show's too much, I swear.
You like Slug? Go with Slug. She's not gonna sleep with you anyway.
This mummy hand has ceased to be.
You're doing this.
I feel for her.
I can't get it for you. It's defective.
Are you sure?
But there's no way to get that hand. But I can special order one.
Really?
Thank you for shopping at the Magic Box.
She solved it. Did she solve it?
You didn't charge for delivery.
You know, these things happen.
Yeah, I'll just take it out of your pay.
I'm sure Buffy would understand that.
Absolutely.
Never to be opened again.
It's gonna be great.
She's back here. Interesting.
Someone's doing stuff to me. Messing up my life. Except that it was kind of pre-messed already.
Just what? You're gonna let this whoever play you till it figures out what kills you?
You do better.
Hit the demon world. Throw punches. Find out what's in the air. It's fun, too.
Not my kind of fun.
Yeah, it is.
You have had so too much drink at this point, I am cutting you off.
Can almost taste it.
Try on my will.
There are drinks in your world?
Okay.
We're heading for the back room, Ted. For the real action is. Low life. No, everything happens in this town.
These are the lowlifes.
What's the game?
He kills our kind. Don't let him in.
Ask him if he's heard
Lay
about
down.
You're gonna play cards?
I need a moment with my lady.
My lady.
Which one do I kill for information?
Listen, these guys talk while they play. Annie up.
Have we seen this one before? The floppy ears? I feel like we have. What are they doing with the fluffy kittens?
Who's gonna advance me a tiny tabby? Come on, someone's gotta stake me.
I'll do it. You thought I was just gonna let that lie there?
I'm starting to think you cheat.
He's got X-ray vision.
I'm not using it.
Better go, Spike. Things could get ugly.
I'll tell you what you didn't count on. Me and the bird. You wanna fight?
I'm not getting into a bar fight.
Big fight's just what you need.
I'm not playing by anyone else's rules anymore.
Hey, I won those!
Scamper! Be free, kittens!
I hope the kittens were never harmed.
You were gonna beat heads and fix my life. And look at stupid Buffy. And the only person that I can even stand to be around is a neutered vampire who cheats at kitten poker.
Oh, you saw the cheating, did you?
He did cheat. But she said the only person she can stand to be around. Interesting.
That van.
You want to steal a van? I'm with you, love, but we have got the motorcycle.
I've seen it before.
It's following you, Buffy.
Guys, no! Look!
Oh, she's coming over here.
Jonathan, grab your magic bone.
You have discovered me, for I've been testing you and I know your weaknesses. I call on the misty portal to my demon dimension done.
just throws smoke and then runs away.
She hurt me all over.
Someone will see you. Get in the back.
This episode is jokes.
We took on the Slayer. I mean, we've got all kinds of stuff in the computer now. The trio versus the Slayer.
Plus, look at warning me discovered by accident before we drove away.
Free cable porn.
I'm really screwing up, Giles.
Come on.
I knew this was coming.
I mean, you don't have to figure the whole thing out at once, you know, the job and everything. You're pushing yourself too hard.
The nice people at the phone company seem to think it's not hard enough.
Well, maybe there's something I can do about that. It's for you.
Check. This is too much. I can't take it.
Well, tear it up.
No. But it's a little like having Mom back. Thank you. It makes me feel safe, knowing you're always going to be here.
What's that look for? What does that mean? What does that look mean? What did that exhale mean? He's not sick, is he? Is he okay? Let's talk about the villains. I can't remember all of their names now. I only really remember Jonathan's name. I am enjoying the comedy that they're bringing to the table. I'm enjoying that they're having fun and being really playful with each other. And then obviously not so fond of them giving Buffy any grief. But I think it's important to see the effects of what they're doing. So at first we had the time jump, which made her feel as though she was going crazy and stuff. I think she handled that extremely well. And it kind of made me sad that obviously Giles was like, it was probably stress related and whatnot, which is just what makes sense. Like, realistically, it could be that. But in this scenario, it wasn't. So that's like the first little blip. And then obviously she having to fight those people, those demons in the construction, to then have them deny that she even did that. That again, gonna mess with her head. It was nice that Xander reassured her that he believed everything that she was saying. But she still got fired. And then we had the Groundhog Day in the magic shop. And again, she feels like she's going crazy. To top it all off, she already feels as though she doesn't have a purpose or a place now since being brought back. So having this on top of that, I 100% agree with what Giles said. Like, she's putting way too much pressure on herself and she just needs to slow down. I love the fact that she no longer has to worry about the finances, because that's a huge part of life, is worrying about finances. And the people that say money doesn't matter, I will never understand, because it does. You have to survive and pay for these things. I'm not saying it's the most important thing in the world, but it definitely helps to keep things afloat. And if you've got that added financial strain, it can cause stress elsewhere in your life as well, as Buffy showed right here. And it was nice that she showed her gratitude. What worries me is his response to that when she was gone. That look into the distance and deep sigh makes me question if he is going to be around all this time now. I don't know, it just makes me sad. I could be reading too much into it, and it might just be him, worrying that the finances are just a small part of what they've got to tackle together. It could just be that. But my gut was saying something's terribly wrong and he's not willing to talk about it yet. Oh, I don't know. It just scares me a lot. But again, we'll see. It was nice seeing the conversation around the dinner table in the opening scene as well, because after the last one, I was saying they should be doing more to help, and this episode was exactly that. So yay, I loved that from them. They were all trying to help in their own way. Sadly, they weren't successful, but that's because of those three musketeers in the van. I'm happy that they did that, but I have that niggly feeling about the Angel Buffy thing because I was so adamant that we would get something from that, the way that they built it up. Willow went all the way to LA to tell Angel what had happened at the finale, to then her be brought back, have this phone call or whatever, they meet up and then nothing. Maybe I'm the only one that feels that way. I would have rather them have just Willow told Angel over the phone and Angel just, you know, nodded or whatever and that be that. And then in the earlier ones, Cordelia just saying about Buffy being alive and Angel having that like, oh, okay. But instead it was like, right, we've got to meet up straight away. But then the audience never gets to see anything. I don't know, maybe I'm just being really greedy in that. And before anyone starts, like, I know they're not going to be together. Like, I get the situation. We learned that from the past episodes. Like, I understand. But they still care very deeply about each other. So it would have been nice to have that moment. Just like it was when we lost Joyce and Angel came. And they had that nice scene. Surely this is even more than that because she came back from the grave. Hello? I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are about that in the comment section anyway, because I would love to read them. Moving on. Let's get on to the Spike and Buffy stuff. So she admitted in this one that the only person that she can care to be around right now is Spike, but he's disappointed her. And then you saw like his reaction to that as well, which was a bit like he was sorry about it, but also it means that she cares, so there's that as well. I enjoy Spike and Buffy scenes together, and I enjoy the ones in this. It's like he's the dark side and sort of luring her, trying to lure her in, but Buffy's just having none of it. Just like, I don't mind having a drink, but this is all ridiculous. And just being really blunt about it, which is brilliant because that is her to a T, isn't it? She says it how it is. Well, with Spike in that regard. Not so much if it's to do with like her feelings. I think the alcohol definitely allowed her to say the things that she did to him. Whether he'll hang on to that, the only person I care to be around is you right now, line or not, will be interesting to find out. But I still stand by it. I think they are good to be around each other right now, as long as like everyone knows where everyone stands, type of thing. It was a good episode. I enjoyed it. It was a fun one. A lot of comedy. Like, I found myself laughing a lot, which is so nice and needed right now. So I'm grateful to the show for that. It still had that heart to it as well. And those layers to the characters' relationships, which I'm always a huge fan of. So I'm definitely happy with that episode. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. It means the world. Maybe give it a cheeky thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And subscribe to the channel if you could be so kind. But as always, there's no pressure here. I'd just love to have you. And I can't thank you enough. Massive shout out to all of my patrons, because without you guys, this content would not be a thing. So much love to all of you. Anyone that wants to check out any of my other content, the links are in the description of this video. I have also recently created a website, which is way easier to navigate, and you should find any of my content much easier on there. Again, the link is in the description of the video, and I hope to see you all again soon for the next one. Bye guys. And now it's time to take a comment from the Dat Pack, and today I've chosen lovely John, and this is from my 603 reaction, and they say, I'd forgotten that this scene with Anya floats along giggling and cutting her face with the knife is absolutely terrifying. There's a real Sam Raimi vibe, reminding me of the original Evil Dead. Yikes. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that scene, I'll be honest. It's an episode of standout moments and character development, but the scene that really hits me is when Spike comes to the house and sees Buffy alive again. He just becomes so still, and he knows immediately what the wounds on her hands mean, and there's just this touching personal connection over something that's so deeply horrific. I was pretty unsettled by Willow in this episode. I don't understand why she lies and withholds information from the gang. I get that Tara wouldn't approve if she knew all the details of the resurrection spell, but it seems more about having control by knowing things that others don't. Likewise, she has more concern about Buffy's lack of gratitude for that Willow did rather than empathy and concern over what she might have gone through. That said, despite some pretty heavy moments throughout the episode, I'm glad to see Buffy seeming more like Buffy again by the end. My heart is in a better place because of that. Thanks again for sharing your reaction with us all. Thank you for sharing your thoughts and for joining my Patreon and supporting me over there. It means the world. And your thoughts are so brilliant. They're so thorough. The relatability that Spike must have felt when seeing Buffy in that moment. And obviously he's got overwhelming feelings for her anyway, so it must have just been a whirlwind. And I think James acted it perfectly, in my opinion. Like, he absolutely nailed it. When it comes to Willow, I think you've explained that really well. Like, that's what she's more concerned about. It worries me, the thought of her being in control and using it to her advantage when it comes to knowledge, and sort of having a one-up over on people, because that touches upon that manipulation line, and I don't know, it just makes me a little nervous. We haven't seen much of Willow in this episode. This was 605, so I feel like they're bottling it a little bit for now, but something's coming. I do feel it. Yeah, I worry for Willow, I really do. Thank you for leaving your comment, John. It means a lot to me. And don't forget, guys, if you want to see one of your comments at the end of my videos, don't forget to leave them in the comment section below. And maybe yours will be next. But until next time, goodbye for now.